Welcome to part 2 of how the does my capo work. So today we're going to talk about everyone's favorite topic in music theory, major scales. Now I want to make this distinction clear. When I talk about a major scale, what I'm talking about is a group of notes. Specifically a group of notes in this order. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. As you get a little bit better at your instrument though, major scales become a little bit less relevant. You're not like playing them in songs. But what does become really relevant is something called a key. What key are we in? This song's in the key of G. Now that does mean you're using the notes associated with the G major scale if you're in the key of G. But more importantly, and especially for guitar players, what you're really talking about when you're in the key of something is chords. The scale talks about notes. The key talks about chords. And we have this really cool thing in music called naturally occurring major and minor chords. I'm going to put it right here for you. Natural chords is describing which are naturally major and which are naturally minor. But this is the moment that major scales become very relevant to acoustic guitar players. Because yeah, you've gone 20 years without playing a single scale, and we all know that, and that's okay. But now you need to know how to write them down so you know what key you're in. Let's take the example of an acoustic guitar player's favorite key, G major. Here's the notes in the G major scale. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. Now, if we become a little bit more key-minded and a little bit less note-minded, we can look at the G major scale for what it was always meant to be, the key of G major. For an acoustic guitar player, a chord-playing machine, this gives you a lineup of 6 very useful chords in the key of G major. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, and E minor. Just think, right now, capo or not, how many times do you play G, D, E minor, and C? A lot. You're in the key of G until you put a capo somewhere. What did I do there? What did I do? Well, I just scooted G up 1 fret. That's all I did. Now you can't go tell your piano player that you're in the key of G unless you want to be laughed out of the room anymore. You're not in the key of G. You're playing the G shape. You're in the G position. Your chords look and feel like G. But this capo lifted that key half a step to the key of G sharp or A flat. Don't say G sharp to your piano player. All right, we're going to keep digging into this. There's a ton more I could talk about on the topic of naturally occurring chords, and what it means to be one is probably going to be the next video. But if you like this stuff, give me a subscribe. Really trying to get to the monetization on YouTube. That would be super awesome for me and my family. So give me a thumbs up, comment, help me out if you enjoy this stuff, and I'll see you next time.